So, first of all, Preston, congratulations on 10 years at Point of Rental.
Appreciate it, Brian.
Most people did some other work before they got here. Can you give me like a 1 minute rundown of what you were doing before you got to Point of Rental and how it's helped you here?
Yeah, so I went to college for entrepreneurship, and right after college, I was working on dabbling in a couple startups with friends. Ultimately, we ended up kind of going different directions, and the opportunity to do something really special at Point of Rental presented itself. And so, I was kind of captivated at the time by entrepreneurship. And so the original pitch of coming to Point of Rental was very entrepreneurship oriented, of going to Australia, starting my own reseller company that would resell Point of Rental software in Australia. And that really appealed to me. And so that's how my transition kind of opened the door to that first role at Point of Rental.
Awesome. Yeah, I was thinking that that was the case that you were originally just immediately sent over to Australia. So that kind of answers the second question about like how we know how you heard about Point of Rental. You've probably been around it for a while. Um, so let's just go to the next question. What are you doing now at Point of Rental?
Now I head up our sales org. So I've got a great team that I work with. Lauren and I head up the revenue team, and together we cover sales, marketing, and revenue operations. And so essentially, kind of our global go to market strategy of how we sell, how we market, and how we manage the tools behind both those services.
I was gonna say, can you give me kind of an idea of what the day to day is for being in charge of like all of this stuff? You know, I'm a bit
Lots of
scared of it, but
A ridiculous amount of meetings. So yeah, most of my days are taken up with one-on-ones, two-on-ones, team meetings, project meetings, which so I don't get as much time for the deep focus work anymore that I actually really do love. Been trying to make more of that time lately, of kind of trying to clear my schedule and being able to work on some Salesforce projects or whatever else. And so that's where the real fun is. It's not the meetings, but yeah, unfortunately, I don't get as much of that these days.
all right. Well, I'm glad I could take you away from your deep time to join me on this call. Um, what is it that you like most about working here? I'm assuming that you like it a bit.
The thing I love is the ability to be creative. We are such an agile company, and you know, we really, it's in our core values to value innovation, and it's such a great outlet for creativity, and I love being able to find innovative solutions to problems and being able to come up with off the wall, out of the box solutions that wouldn't fly at other companies and be like, no, we're doing it the tried and true way. And so, it's really special to be able to kind of trial and experiment with some of those ideas and really push the envelope on what we do from a process perspective, from a people perspective, and it makes working here fun.
All right. I always ask the new people for something non-work related about them. What's something that you're interested in that isn't necessarily related to work and generating revenue?
Well, I'm a part-time farmer. So I spend a lot of time up at our ranch, and we're in the middle of I've hired a ranch manager who's helping us kind of transition the ranch into a more holistically managed, pre-planned grazing, multi-species operation. And basically, what that means is, like, most farming operations are very extractive. Like, you take resources from the land. So this is a regenerative effect that we're going for. And basically, through imitating the patterns of nature, we're trying to rebuild the soil quality, rebuild the ecosystem, more biodiversity, less monocrop. And so, I'm about a year into it now. Since this idea was first kind of conceptualized, and it's starting to see some of the effects, and it's pretty exciting, and it's definitely very fulfilling. And it's gotten kind of out of hand when you think about it as a hobby, but it's uh, it's a lot of fun.
All right. All I really picked up on was multi-species operation. I really like that phrasing. It's like, oh, if we bring our dogs to work, then technically we're a multi-species operation as well.
That's right.
All right. Let's pretend that you're talking to a new pointer as a wise, learned pointer now. What's some advice that you would give them?
I think the best advice that I can give to anybody is, Point of Rental, we really value creativity and work ethic. And if you work hard, if you are diligent about your duties, and you look for and you ask yourself, what else can I do to make the company better, and you seize those opportunities as they come up, you will be very well you know rewarded for that diligence over time. And so I've seen it time and again that people that work hard and that really seek to take not just the employee approach to a company, but like, if I own the company, how would I do things, and how would I treat the company, how would I look to make things better. So instead of just thinking about your little piece and only worrying about what affects you, but thinking about the bigger picture, you take that mindset to how you work, it will pay off dividends over the long run of your career.
That does sound like good advice. I like it. All right, now last question. We're pretending this is the Oscars or some other awards show, and you're gonna thank some people, whether they're pointers or not, that have helped you to get to where you are today. Who are you thinking?
Well, I gotta of course thank Lauren, my sister and partner in crime, and best teammate anybody could ask for, and of course my team. We've got such a great team on the revenue leadership team, and I couldn't do any of the things that I'm asked to do without that team, and so thankful to have every single one of them by my side, and be able to take on the challenges that we take on together.
Wow, no thanks for your parents. All right, all right. We'll have
Of
to.
course, thank you, Wayne and Terry. Wouldn't be here without you.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you again for 10 years at Point of Rental, and I'll see you in another 5 for the 15 year.
I appreciate it, Brian.